This morning we will be performing maintenance on our Generac generator. We have our tools, we have our synthetic oil, we have our Generac oil filter, we have a set of spark plugs and an oil filter. We've hit the switch behind the machine to turn off the machine so that it can't start up. I'm going to use those keys to unlock it and open the case. With the case unlocked, we can lift up the lid and expose the engine, the control panel, master switch, which we're going to cut that off too. This is where you would set your Wi-Fi and your time zone and all of that. The front panel just pulls straight up and off, giving you access to the machine. You see this here Shell Rotella oil? What I do with that, this is not what you run in this machine, but it's inexpensive. I'm going to run that through the machine once. If there's water in this oil, these things tend to have milky oil because they build up condensation. Let's see what the oil looks like first before we change it. If it's milky, we're going to warm it up with that. We're going to perform an oil change with that because it's cheap, and then put our synthetic in. It is milky, and the level is a bit low, but it's not terribly milky. Not like last time. So I think I'm going to forego the flush. First step, we remove the oil cap. The oil will drain a lot faster with the cap off. I've got this low profile drain plan for my Harley Davidson Street Glide. We're going to be using that to drain the oil. This is the oil drain here. You undo this reusable zip tie, you pull this plug out, and you wait for an eternity because it's not much lower than the crankcase. This is not even low enough to drain. If I put it towards the floor, it will. So let's see if we can maybe do something else here. I've cut a hole in this milk jug. Let's see if we have any luck here. I performed a quick dipstick check. With the crankcase pressurized, we are very slowly going down, very slowly. I tried using this vacuum pump here, no avail. Doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It seems to be slowing down. We'll wait till it's empty. It's going to take some time. But while we're doing that, we'll pop this air filter out and see what's going on there. I'm in the automotive industry, and there's truly no reason to change this filter. It is not even the slightest bit dirty. I mean, there's nothing in it really. There's also absolutely no reason to change this spark plug. Spark plug looks like it just came out of the box. It's not worn. It's not dirty. It's going right back in there. There we go. Just trying to get that to focus a little better. That plug is like brand new. This is still taking literally forever. What a poor design. All right, I see bubbles there. I think that means we're at the end. Yeah, finally. I think we're at the end. Looks a lot like mocha latte. At the end, I realized having the dipstick out made it take longer. I did flush a little through there to make sure that it's clean, and I'm satisfied with that. It built up condensation anyway. They always do. It's a known thing with these. Generac's aware of it. They say not to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I went above and beyond. So we're going to start buttoning this thing up in a moment. Got to change that filter first. You definitely want to change the filter. Look at all that nice mocha latte in there. We don't want the mocha latte. That's pretty nasty. It's about a half a quarter mocha latte. So don't be tempted to leave the filter in there. Not in this situation anyway. Before installing a new filter, Make sure you remove that plastic. You don't know how many times I've seen people not remove that plastic. This dirty oil is good for one thing. You can put some on your finger and lubricate your new gasket with it. Works okay for that. Just snug, hand tight with this. Don't overdo it. Be a problem later on. Although it's easily accessible, you would get it off even if you did over tighten it. At least you can get to it, but it's just good practice not to over tighten them. I fought with a Harley one for 6 hours. I ended up destroying the filter. I was just about to have to take that bike in when I finally got it off because somebody gorillaed it on there. So don't gorilla these things on. Just put them on snug. Try to be neat like me. I spilled some oil. Let's see what the oil level is. We just ran it a minute. We'll run it again one more time. All right, we're gonna see what that oil level looks like. Well, the oil level was full and clean. I'm walking away so you can hear me. I'm gonna let it run for a while to burn off any of the condensation that was in that crankcase from the old oil. So I'm gonna leave it in manual mode, let it run, let it burn off the oil I spilled, and then we'll check it again. But that's today's lesson on how to do an oil change on the Generac 1.6 generator, 1.6 kilowatt. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.